Hey guys, it's KJM and it's Flashback Friday. All right, I'm going to share something really personal with you guys that I wasn't sure if I was going to share, but I am going through a metamorphosis and I am not yet a butterfly. And as I try to come out of this cocoon, I realize that something I have to say may help you guys too. So, in order to get the courage to share this information, I got my favorite Target pajama joggers on. Okay, so Target, holler at your girl because I needed these joggers to give me strength. And Murder, She Wrote, shout out to the late great Angela Lansbury, AKA Jessica Fletcher. I have it on the TV behind me to give me the courage to share. All right, so this is kind of an HR rant. Also like spirituality, career, day job, side hustle kind of rant. So if you are an HR recruiter, I do suggest watching this video. And if you're not this type of recruiter that I'm about to talk about, then this doesn't apply to you. Okay. Especially if you are a Black recruiter, I really hope that you're not out here breaking spirits. But let me go through the whole process. So in full disclosure, I work as a contractor in my field. And over the last almost like 13 years, I have enjoyed contracting because it's given me the freedom to travel when I want to and do things for myself. And when the money's good, it's really good. All right, we're still in the midst of the pandemic, whether you believe it or not. Some economists say we're in a recession. Some say we're not. I'm not really sure what's up, right? But I'm telling you this, my pockets is feeling it. I do feel we are in a recession. So in the first week of October, my last contract ended, and I have never been out of work this long in my life. So it's been about 5 months. And it's been spirit breaking. Let me tell you how spirit breaking has been for me. I grew up in a 2-parent home. It wasn't perfect, but everybody worked. Everybody took care of kids. Everybody cooked, clean. Everybody, brought home the bacon. And I'm used to seeing that. I grew up in a West Indian household. Big ups to the island of Jamaica. And I'm used to seeing everybody hustle. Okay, hustle. And I'm a daddy's girl. So I preface this by telling you the situation I'm in. Some of it has to do with being a daddy's girl, because if I wasn't a daddy's girl or I didn't have a daddy, couldn't find my daddy, didn't know who my daddy was, I would probably have an OnlyFans up right now. I would probably just start off for the people that have little foot fetishes, and I would just put my feet up. I think some white girl on 90 Day Fiance definitely said her and her husband, they made about $90,000 last year just showing off her feet. I'm like, and I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking it. Becky's brother's wife. And the sister's name is really Becky. I'm not trying to be funny. Y'all know the family. They're Andre's in-laws, if y'all watch 90 Day Fiance, okay? Anyway, and Libby's family. So now, after losing my job, I really expected to only be out of work for about a month or two. And it's been literally a struggle. It's been a struggle. I have my daddy, one of my brothers, Mikey. I have 2 married couple friends that have really been helping me. And I'm just gonna let you know that this video is not really for kids, because I will mention some dark moments. And if you're a kid, if you're under 18, this is probably not gonna be for you, but it is about careers and things like that. But I'm gonna preface it so TikTok, YouTube, IG, whatever, they know I'm saying this is not really for the kiddies. All right, so I have several degrees. I never talk about my day job. I never, ever talk about my day job. As far as me being a lifestyle blogger, I'll talk about anything, even intimacy, even intercourse, but I do not like to talk about my day job. There are people in my field, which is a very male-dominated field. They like talking about their day job. That's the thing that brings them joy. Power to you, brothers and sisters. But for me, I know God has a greater plan. We are currently in Lent, and I feel, I do my fasting, but I definitely feel like this Lenten season, my biggest thing is to try to get closer to God, because my faith has really been shaken by not working and having to ask people for help. I don't like to ask for help. I like to be the person that people come to. And now I'm in a position where closed mouths don't get fed. You have to open up your mouth. All right, now for the recruiting rant. So I've been applying to jobs I'm qualified for, overqualified for. As long as the money's good and it's an 8-hour a day type of thing, preferably work from home, I've been applying to it, okay? I have interviewed, made it to second rounds of interviews, still didn't get the job. Every now and then I see companies reposting the job, which is very frustrating to me, because if you've interviewed a couple, let's say 20, 30 people, and maybe 1,000 people, applied for it, because LinkedIn and Indeed sometimes will really tell you how many people have applied for this job. And then y'all go ahead and repost the job. It's just disrespectful. What I've been going through with these recruiters is crazy. I am highly educated. And at this point, short of selling drugs and selling cat, I am open to whatever that is going to be just a regular 9-to-5. I say just a regular 9-to-5 because for the last, I think, almost 13 years, I have been working 12 plus hours a day, 6 to 7 days a week. If you know me personally, you know that's my actual hustle. And what it's doing is I have burnout, and then it's also keeping me from working on my personal brand. And I am manifesting that in 2023, my personal brand is going to take off. I am going to walk into my purpose in 2023. KJM is going to do that. But I am the type of person that I still need to be able to keep a roof over my head, and I don't want to have to worry about keeping the lights on. So when I talk to these recruiters, I'm like, don't pitch me something that's not going to keep the lights on. I need to be able to pay my bills. I need to be able to eat. And the thing I'm running in with recruiters is, especially for the ones that are not in my field, is I'm running in with people who are inconsistent. I'll talk to people and they'll be like, yeah, I meant to call you 2 weeks ago or whatever. I actually had a recruiter tell me that he had COVID, and that's why I hadn't heard from him in 2 weeks. I gave him a pass on that because I can understand that, right? That you were severely sick and you were trying to take care of yourself and your family. Recruiters are human too. Some of you are bottom feeders and gatekeepers though, and this is the issue. With all my degrees, and I've gone to a PWI and a HBCU, so I'm versed in both. With all my damn degrees and experience, I also have recruiters ask me, but can you read and write? I didn't pay for those degrees. I know that down in Florida, some of them nurses was over there buying their degrees, but in my field, you can't buy your degree. Okay, I don't even know how they pull that off in Florida. But baby, this is the North, okay? In the Jersey, NYC, New York area, baby, your credentials, you could have a PhD and you could still be at like the super Walmart working. And I'm not even knocking that. But I don't want to be in a place where I'm taking jobs that actually do not pay my bills. So I've applied for things I'm qualified for, overqualified for, because the good Lord is telling me aim high. I've applied to things that I'm overqualified for. So let's talk about the recruiters with the overqualification. They love to make it seem that anything that you have accomplished is not much. And let me just tell you, if you're the type of recruiter where you're coming across a lot of accomplished people, you're being inconsistent, you're not calling them back. I've had recruiters not respond and even tell me that I don't have the job, okay? And I understand it's part of my job to follow up with you guys. But some of you know that you have no intention of being professional, and I'm gonna throw the word out, professional. When I am doing my day job, I am responsible for talking to people, responding to people, and I am an early morning person. So a lot of times if somebody even shoots me like an email when I was asleep, they may have a response from me by 6 a.m. because I've been up, I've been meditating, I've been talking to the Lord, I've been doing a whole bunch of stuff. And that's fine and dandy. I understand not everybody works that way. I am a bit of a workaholic. And that's a thing I'm trying to work on, because I'm realizing your personal brand is what you should be working really hard at. But I'm still the type of person that needs to mix a day job with entrepreneurship. As I'm trying to work on entrepreneurship, the day job situation is really getting me up the ass with literally no lube. Okay? For the adults, you know what that means. And it's crazy. It's been spirit breaking. I feel like I'm a short man with a 2-inch slung. And I mean 2 inches hard, not 2 inches soft. There's nowhere to go from 2 inches hard. That's how I've been feeling.